Not save your account. It's going to save your life. It's going to save your sanity. Okay, we are live on YouTube. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to promo this on YouTube real quick, and then we should be good to go, people. The hoodies? Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about putting the actual patch, like, you know, the one that I was wearing. I'm thinking about making those because we still have plenty of patches. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already grabbed your merch, I know a lot of people are contacting us asking for some. We're gonna do our best to make some new merch and have that out for you guys as soon as possible. I know a lot of folks were excited about it. Once you like see it in person, it's a game changer. I'm telling you guys. Like, I'm so obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with this bag. This is an actual patch, the same patch that's on the hoodies. It's a military grade patch. Everywhere I go, I walk with that side facing out. Make sure everybody sees it. Like, you can't help but flex it. You can't help. He says, Roy hypes up all ChartAddicts family. Yeah, my guy. Bro, I got energy for days. That's what they said. They said, what's it called? They said, overfill your cup so that you have enough to fill onto others. That's the whole point of the morning routine. If you guys are part of this morning mindset, it's not just to get yourself psyched up. It's so that you have so much to give to the world that you're not just operating from scarcity for yourself. You have enough to give to others. So I don't just have enough energy for myself to go get my shit done. I have to have enough for you guys to spill over, right? Maybe you guys, you know, maybe it's infectious. Said Austin said, I need my ChartAddicts hoodie. Austin's acting like we don't already have one with your name on it coming your way. It's hard to find your location to send it to you, though. So once you're stationary, let me know, and it'll make it out there. Parth says US 30 rejecting levels. Then take the trade, my boy. What you interrupting me for? It's like, now let's get in here real quick. So when I don't see a higher time frame picture on any of these trades, what I do is go back to my bread and butter, which is my market open strategy. And it's very simple. So what is this? Second. So this is pre-New York consolidation right here. So you're going to mark off your pre-New York consolidation, and you're going to mark off your daily key levels. Okay, and line up both. So what I do is I usually draw the resistance and the support of that pre-New York consolidation, and I find my levels. Okay, so now two things are going to happen. We're already breaking out bullish. So at the market open, what I'd like to see is push up, a fake down to make everybody think it's going bearish. And then I want the candle to close above the zone. Okay, candle closure above the zone. Then we put a buy limit on the retest, and we take this thing north. Or we can buy it at the lows. Or if the market breaks under, we can short it at the highs. So either way, we can scalp inside of that range just by finding the pre-New York consolidation. All right, I'm back. Let's get it done. What's up, everybody? If you're watching this on YouTube, let me see something in the chat. Let me know that you're alive. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know how many people are here. I see about 50 people. Let me make sure we get some folks on. Parth, you saw the levels for U30, just so that you don't miss them. That zone I'm watching is 33,960. Quick fib, top down, 78, so 33,850. All right, so if I'm over here doing my thing on the left and this trade is running, 33,850 is where you're going to be looking to go long. It's going to fake down at the market open, smash, and go like this. It might even break below a little bit and then come back up. So I'm waiting for this retracement at the market open. Don't just rush into these trades. But let me go here on YouTube real quick. What's up? What's up? All right, a lot of folks are on YouTube. It's beautiful. I see y'all getting it. What's up, everybody? If this is your first time on the stream, what's going on? My name is Roy Dunya, co-founder, CEO of ChartAddicts, coming at you guys live from sunny Miami, Florida. We're doing a live trading stream for YouTube as usual. And it's great to see all of you guys. I mostly trade NASDAQ 100 just as a reference, but I'll be able to show you guys some other pairs and show you the key levels that I'm watching so that you guys can take a trade. So if you guys are watching from YouTube, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe so that the algo boosts this to more people. And if you guys are ready to make some money, let me see something in the chat. Let me see the word ready in the chat. This goes for the ChartAddicts members in the Zoom, of course, and the folks on YouTube. He says, we waiting. It's good to see, bro. I love to see the demand. I love to see that folks are excited for these streams. I know that, streaming is not always the most fun thing to do for folks because you have to get on and really pay attention to the content. But hopefully I make this entertaining enough and valuable enough that you guys take something away from this stream. So again, my name is Roy Dunya, co-founder, CEO of ChartAddicts. We're here to trade and make some money. If you guys have any questions during this call, please make sure to put them in the chat. They will get answered. If there's any pairs that you would like me to cover, please put them in the chat now or forever hold your peace. And I think today's going to be one of those days where we scalp an opportunity along with the momentum, and we're out in like 30 minutes and we're done. Yo, Aunt Q texted. Yeah, I wanted to leave this as a surprise, but I shot a podcast with Alex FX Alex G, Mr. Set and Forget. He started a new podcast called the Set and Forget podcast. He was trying to keep it a surprise. You guys know me. I'm not good with surprises. I'm not good at keeping secrets. So I had to let you guys know it's going to be an awesome conversation. We talked everything from NFTs. Austin gave you a shout out, of course. We talked Forex. We talked crypto. We talked like obviously the psychology of trading. We talked the FX summit and like the challenges that's been posing, but also the opportunity that's coming with. Guys, I want to take a buy position right now. What is this, 939? I'm going to give it 10 minutes, but this is starting to look like the move. Maybe a little bit deeper of a retracement. So like, I'm going to use my fibs for this. 61 or 78. Bottom of the range, it's a little bit too low. This looks like it. Top of the consolidation. 61.8. I want it to wick under and then close back above. All right, so the riskier thing to do would be to start scaling, which essentially you put a position here, a very small position, and as it dips lower, you'll put another one at the red line, then you'll put another one at the 78. You still have some ammo. That's usually how I would play this. But for the sake of these streams, I told you guys I opened a small account so I can trade along with everybody. And so I'm only going to take the lowest risk entries, which is going to be down here. So I have my step-by-step confirmation. I need to see price try and violate to the downside. Why? Because it shows me that bears at least are trying to push the market lower. And then I need to see a closure back above the zone. Why? Because I need to see that buyers have more control over the market than sellers do. And then I need to see a retest outside of that zone to then confirm to me that the trade is ready, that sellers aren't taking back over control. So all trading is buyers or sellers are going to be in control over the market. Once you identify which one has control, your job is to trade along with them at the nearest pullback, an area of structure. Does that make sense? Find the fucking direction of the trend, trade the pullbacks. Okay, say this with me, people. Say this with me in the chats. Find the direction of the trend, trade the pullbacks at a key level. You with me, Ant? It's almost a magic formula. Find the trend, trade off of the key levels. If it's a bullish trend, you're buying at support. If it's a bearish trend, you're shorting at resistance. The market's either going to continue the momentum or it's going to reverse, right? So you're either momentum trading or you're reversal trading. If you're reversal trading, find a key level and find the reversal patterns. It's like a magic formula. Find the direction of the trend and trade the key levels. So right now, the trend is bearish, but the momentum is bullish. So I like to trade momentum on Nasdaq on the shorter time frames, because momentum is what's happening in the shorter term, right? Who's moving the market today? Who's moving the market this hour? That's the momentum of the trend. It's the shorter term movement. The overall direction, that's 4-hour, daily, and weekly. So on the weekly, we're bullish. On the daily, we're bearish. And on the 4-hour, we're bullish. So the momentum is still bullish on the shorter time frame. So I'm looking to trade along with those bulls by waiting for this wick out and then getting in at the bottom of the wick out. That's ugly. Who's the angry Dillos? Yo, Austin, I found your angry Dillos right here. Hold on. You got it? Okay. Okay, US 30. It made a minor pullback. So I think this thing is getting ready to. Looks like it's getting ready to leave the station, but I really don't like rushing the market opens. I want to see if this thing closes a wick, if this thing comes down and touches these key zones first. So I'm not rushing any of the U30 entries, but I am bullish on this right now. I am bullish on this at the moment. We are a pretty significant higher time frame buy level. So I'm bullish on US 30. Bullish on US 30. SPX, I'm a little bit more skeptical because we're at a sell zone. So normally SPX and US 30 move in tandem with each other. But if you guys see this, we're back at a major sell zone here at the 44.20. So I'm actually looking to see price push up just a little bit more. Draw a quick fib. Let me show you guys some magic right here. Draw a quick fib from top to bottom. Somebody put a guess before I finish drawing this fib. What fib level are we at? But I'm going to have people at this pool. I'm going to have people at this pool looking to trade.
78.6.
Is that how I think it is? Was that who I thought it was? Was that the GOAT himself? Might be mistaken. Is it 78? He said 26 out of the 30 companies that make up US 30 open bullish. Industrials are going through the roof. You know, war tends to do that. 78.6 looks like my best guess right now. Let's go ahead and verify this. And what do you know? Daily key level 78.6. Ladies and gents, SPX shorts is looking like the one. SPX shorts is looking like the trade to be in. So, as I was just saying, if you guys are just hopping on the live stream, if you guys are just hopping on the YouTube live stream, my name is Roy Dunia, CEO, co-founder of ChartAddicts, not ChartAddicts. I don't know why y'all combining the words. It's ChartAddicts. You guys know charts, like the stuff that we do every single day. You guys know addicts. It's what 99% of you guys are for these charts. We're chart addicts. It's a place and a home for everyone to feel comfortable being a chart addict and making the most of their opportunities because you guys love the markets. You guys are watching this on YouTube, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe so the algo pushes this out to more people. If you guys are ready to make some money, let's go ahead and lock in and see what we can find opportunity-wise on these charts. Right now, I'm looking for this market open retest on NASDAQ. The reason I haven't entered the trade yet is I want to see how it reacts around this previous high. If the market violates and breaks under and closes under, then we have some trouble. Might not be able to go long right away. Give it an hour or so. But if the market comes down and rejects these zones and closes back above, we have an excellent opportunity to look for a retest at the 61 and take this thing long for the rest of the day. So that's what I'm waiting for. This thing might take 30 minutes. So we're hanging out until we get that opportunity. There are some folks that want to take an aggressive entry. You can help yourself and take the aggressive entry, but personally, I'm waiting.
It looks like a teacup and handle.
Yeah,
go to the higher time frame.
I'm trading my strat. It's parked on the side. The blinkers are on. He said he's right next to the car. No, I'm like right outside. So you walk outside the roundabout, take a left, you'll see it. Yep. And could you double check the cup holder and everything? Make sure everything's gone. I think there might be one last thing in there. Says I take my answer back. I don't use fibs. No, chill. He said pattern to go up. I mean, look, I'm not going to change my strategy every day. The biggest thing that you guys need to focus on is if you're chasing too many different strategies, then it's just, you're not going to have consistent results. So if you're going to trade the teacup and handle, make it your strategy. But if you're going to be trading higher time frame key levels, multiple points, trend line, fib, and key level kind of strategy, but then you're going to shift over to a teacup and handle sort of like rationale, you're not going to get consistent results. I'm looking for these consistent results. All right, the bearish scenario, so just so you guys understand what to look for in terms of when to switch your bias, is when I'm looking at my consolidation strategy and I look at the market coming back down to fill, I'm looking for a retracement, right? Because I measured the Fibonacci from the beginning of this trend to the very top. So I'm looking for a retracement. If the market fills this area and closes below, that's when the trade idea is no longer valid. But everything up until that point, it can still come down here, reject, and go bullish. So the patience really is in not entering too soon and getting caught in the drawdown, instead waiting for those specific moves. Yo, hey yo. All right, I'm gonna put a retest at 44.05. I want this thing to just basically come back up, wick me in, and close under. Because it's 9:50 a.m. right now Eastern time, and that means it's about 20 minutes post market open. I actually want to give it another 10, 15, or 10 to 20-ish minutes to really let these candlesticks play out. Here's why. There's too many scenarios that can happen here. The market could respect the previous highs, create this floor, and just continue to boom. To then come up and make a double top and just gamble and choose one of them that, looks okay. I'm like, oh, let me just guess the one that looks the best. No, I'm gonna wait for the market to really tell me, is it rejecting or not? And if it's not gonna give me a clear answer, I can't just take the trade randomly. Yeah, my bad, y'all. There's a bit of background noise. So if you guys see me muting out, it's just so that there's not too much background noise everywhere. This actually is looking like a pretty good entry right now. I do want to give it that one more dip because I usually do this where I'll take an aggressive entry and it just dips a little bit lower. And I'm like, you know what? I could have waited probably 10 more minutes and got the best entry. So I'm going to give this time. If it just immediately wicks up and we miss that original entry, bro, I think this guy is like giving the grass a bold fade. Like, bro, the grass is cut, my boy. Mowing the shit out this grass right now. All right, give me a second. No, I'm watching it, but I ain't going nowhere. As soon as I get up to move off my, this is ridiculous. Yeah, still no trade, still waiting. GJ, no retest. $154 is the next target for GJ. It's about a 50 pip drop. 50 pip drop. And it's like a 1-to-1 risk and reward. That GJ is not the best trade to take right now. A retest, like a double top of 155, a sell limit at 55, that's a pretty good trade. So you get a retest, previous area of structure right here. That would be an ideal entry to save some risk. And then that would give you a 100 pip TP and about a 25 pip stop loss. Now you have a 1-4 risk and reward just for waiting for this retest. My boy was getting the lawn crispy, people. The bald fade. You feel me? I was like, bro, I'm like looking at the side of the grass. It's like perfectly cut. You guys will see what I'm talking about, bro. I'm like, what are you chopping? Look at this. It's like grass. You feel me? I'm over it. I'm over it, guys. I'm over it. I'm done. Said Roy, put it on mute at Anthony. Are you on mute, man? I'm on mute. Oh, okay. The news is in 7 minutes. Your audio is not working. Bro, okay. How much are you funded with? Bro, y'all really got to ask some like real questions. He said the Dillo floor price going up. That's the kind of comment I want to see. Somebody's paying attention. My guy Tiago bought some angry Dillos, and he's eating right now with the chart. Squad, shout out to Crypto Addict, shout out to Austin Collins for the Dillos. You feel me? Angry Dillos, amazing project, Solana based NFT. You should go check them out on magiceden.io to go check out that project and add in some while they're still at, you know, a decent floor. Austin, if you're in this chat, what's the floor on those day? Let me know. All right, we want this stack. This is either the best intro of all time, or get caught in the shorts on the news. All I need is a scalp opportunity, my pool. Guys, I don't know. I don't actually feel comfortable trading this news. I have a really, really bad feeling about this. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to tell you this up front. I don't like trading news. We're in the middle of war with Russia. Is he speaking at the? Let's see what the. Is he speaking at the House Senate today? Yesterday was at the Senate. Which basically, like, people who are responsible for making big decisions to get us out of this mess, it's Congress. But they usually try to avoid responsibility because I feel like those people don't even know what their job is. Right? They'll talk to Jerome Powell, be like, "What are you planning on doing about Russia?" He's like, nothing. He says, "It's not my fucking job." He said, "You guys make the rules, get us out of war, create more jobs." But and so it's always kind of like this back and forth, and it shows us how little they communicate with each other. It shows us how divided our monetary policies actually are. So there's two big pieces. One of them is the ISM services, the PMI. It's a producers manufacturing index, which is like a sentiment meter, how people feel about the manufacturing sector. So the people who are rating the cars, the material goods we all use on a daily basis, how do they feel about their ability to continue to create material goods for us to consume? If they're confident, that means that the prices are going to be decent, the supply is going to be good, and we're going to go on with a normal economy. If they're not confident in their ability to make goods, it means that their raw material costs have gone up. It's expensive for them to make stuff. And guess where that cost is going to end up being split? With the end user. That's right. With me and you. We're going to pay more because they got to pay more because stuff costs more. And so Fed Powell is going to go up and he's going to talk about this because somebody in Congress is going to have a smart ass intern or a smart ass legislative assistant that's writing their questions, and he's going to be checking these numbers before it opens, and he's going to be like, ask him about the PMI print, ask him why the PMI print is so high. And so these two things are related. Whenever he testifies, it's not good. I'm just going to be honest. When he does a Fed meeting, it's different. They always tend to boost the market like 30 minutes before he goes on stage, so because it makes him look good. Hey, you don't believe me? Check the next time he does an FOMC meeting. 30 minutes before, you'll see an unnatural pump. That makes no sense. But things like this, where he's testifying, where they can ask him anything, and he could say anything and accidentally slip and fuck up and say something really bad, that's usually bearish for the markets. They tend to have less confidence in Powell. All right, I really want to scale into this. I want to scale into this SPX. I want to scale into this SPX, meaning I'm going to put in a small position in SPX. So I won't put my whole position. I'm not going to put my whole position. I'm going to put the majority of my position at 44.20. Right now, where it's sitting at 44 flat, I'm going to put in my first position for a short on SPX 500. Since I re-downloaded, I have to add all of my instruments back. And by all, I mean SPX, GJ, and NAS. And GJ is kind of in the middle, too. No, I'm currently watching SPX. Is NAS rejecting? 268? Oof. Also 1.65 floor price on those Dillos. We snagged them up for 0.3. So right now Solana's price $100, which means that we snagged each picture for about 0.3, which is about $30 a pop. And they're now sitting at $168. So you guys probably went and spent $30 on dinner, on food yesterday, right? You guys spent $30 on something from the store yesterday, right? Went to the grocery store, got yourself a pack of water, a 6-pack of chicken breasts, and a big bag of basmati rice. Did you get $168 back for spending that 30? No, no chance. You spent your phone bill the other day, right? $45, whatever it was. Did you get a $168 rebate? You did not. So the next time you guys think about spending 30, 50, $100, ask yourself, is there an NFT out there that's minting that I could potentially save this money and enter in that could give me a great opportunity to take advantage of the future growth? Kiana says, Naz. People geek me. Give it a sec, people. It's almost there. But look, people, you guys see this whole area right here? So if I drew out a zone, right? If I drew out an imaginary zone, do you guys see how we're still below the sell level? Do you guys see how, like, when prices want to go bearish, they're going to drop? They're going to hook back and retest the sell zone before they drop. And so I don't just want to rush into buys at the top of the market. You see? And so if the market breaks above and retests, that confirms the trade. Well, some of you guys are like, well, wait, aren't you going to miss out those 6 points? 6 points, it's the end of the world, Roy. It's the end of the world if you miss those 6 points on that. Would you rather have a trade confirmed for sure before you took a trade, or risk a riskier entry just to save 6 points? You tell me. I look left and I still see a whole bunch of selling right here, 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 and we're still sitting below it. So for now, I still don't see that 100% this thing is going to go up just yet. Now, maybe your strategy is different. Maybe you guys have a more, aggressive strategy. Take the fucking. For me personally, I have not taken this trade yet because I have not seen the confidence that I'm confident about that opportunity. I want to do something crazy. I want to see if I can get Raul on this stream. What's up? Yeah, this is the biggest thing. I'll probably get Alex to come. New podcast with the Set Forget, Mr. FX Alex G. Very excited for that podcast to drop. We talk everything about trading, swing trading, cryptos, my backstory. It's the first person to ever interview me. We kind of switch the roles around. I'm always interviewing people. It's the first time that somebody is interviewing me. All right, this looks like Nasdaq shorts right now. You guys see how it's retesting that resistance? The shorts look like the move right now. So what's the risk on this? If the risk looks good, I'm going to scale in. It's not the best position. I'd like for it to retrace back up like a quick wick, but now is a good place to start scaling in if the risk makes sense. 2.3 to 1 risk and reward. All right, people, I'm entering the trade. The SPX shorts are in profit. The SPX shorts are in profit. All right, so there is news. Make sure you guys are using proper risk. When you're trading news events, there's a lot of volatility. Things can switch up. And so make sure that you guys are using risk. Don't just be like, oh, Roy's the GOAT. Let me just, throw the account on it. I'm using a small account. I'm telling you guys, I'm using a smaller account. And so when I'm taking these trades, I'm using micros or smaller. You guys can see. Those are the two trades. So I've scaled in. I haven't put in full position. If we get that bearish drop, I'll just look for the retest and enter more positions on the retest. All right. We'll see. Right, it still could reject the 78. So you guys have to remember, like, the original idea that I had was that the market was going to come smash through, reject the 78 a little bit, and then come back up. So do see this scenario playing out. I'm going to secure my partials, move my stops to break even, and just look to re-enter here if it gets caught. Okay, but for now, we're in this drop and we're in profits. So who's in profits on this trade? I got 200 points so far. That's what it looks like on a small account. So some of you guys are on YouTube asking why I'm using the small account, because it's really easy for everyone to be like, oh guys, all right, so I put in 30 pips on this trade or 30 lots on this trade. The thing moved 4 or 5 points. Oh, we're in profit. We're in profit. Most people do not have that level of capital. And so I think I want to show people the skill rather than the money so that you guys can understand you don't need all this money, or you don't need like all this capital to be able to make profits. So this is what I've been doing this whole week is I have this small account. I'll make $200 to $700 a day. Just pull out the money and just go spend it, or pull out the money and invest it in the NFT game or something. So if you're in blues, you guys got an opportunity now to close. SPX is the one that I'm holding though. SPX is the one that I'm holding. And I am looking to scale back into another position at 44.20. So SPX is one of those that I'm holding for sure. U30, it's retesting the previous highs. This thing could go bullish. So I still want to see this on U30. Dip down, pull back up. They're going to say, Jerome Powell, are we going to war with Ukraine? He'll say yes. And then the industrial stocks will go through the roof, because those are what really tend to get pushed during war times. Yeah, I lost about 500. I lost about 500 points. Or sorry, 500. We back. Sorry about that, people. Had a bit of a connection issue. Oh, that push right there put me in deep profits. Oh yeah. So we are rejecting the 78. Now is the moment of truth. This thing either reject the 78 and push up bullish, or it can continue to drop. So this is one of those opportunities, people, where if you're in blues, you have a chance to close and guarantee that you walk away in blues. So what I recommend is that if you haven't been having success in trading, if you've been having a lot of losing, a lot of streaks, whatever it is, the best thing you can do for your psychology is end the day in blue, right? It doesn't matter if you made back that loss from last week that's been eating you up. It doesn't matter if you made back the trade that you lost yesterday, whatever. Think about every trade in context of itself, not in context of your account or the loss you had. So if the trade runs and goes TP1, it's at the place where it's either going to boom or break. And you're like, well, you know what? I'm up $20, up 25, 27, 17 bucks, whatever it is. You have the opportunity to walk away in blue. And that's going to show you day after day what it really is to trade, right? It's not the person who's always hitting TP. It's the person who's walking away in blues is the real trader. And I was messed up on this for years, where I thought the best traders were the ones who understood the markets the best and were just hitting TP, TP, TP. In reality, it's who's closing blue. That's what gets you paid. You can't spend TPs. You can spend profits, though. All right, 300 pips and counting. 300 pips. I told you guys we'd get guaranteed 500-600 pips, and that's all I could guarantee. Oh, are you serious? No, bro. What happened? Bro, I had my TP set. Yo, I set my TP at the wrong price. Bro, phone trading, people. Phone trading. This joint hit my TP. No. First off, who else you guys see get mad when their trade hits TP? It's a very special kind of individual. Fuck, son. All right. Well, I'm still gonna be happy because I closed in blues. Rechase an entry. You guys know the deal. Take this as a learning lesson. I know a lot of you guys are in similar situations sometimes where you miss the entry or your trade hits TP too soon and it keeps running and you start to feel a sense of, oh, I got to get back in the markets. Worst thing you can do for yourself. The worst thing I can do for my psychology now is to get back into these markets. Because right now I'm a little bit pissed off and I just want to enter this and I will accept the risk. I'll accept the risk, but the risk and reward doesn't make sense. So if I don't get if I get a re-entry like this, then I'll be good to go, right? I'll wait for it to go back to 260, which is about 60 points away, 600 pips. So if it retraces back 600 pips to entry, hits a bunch of break evens, that'll be my opportunity to get back in. But damn, that's disrespectful. At 140 pips versus 450. 120 pips versus 450. That's 3x. In case you guys want to do the math with me. SPX is running. Son, the urge to get back in is deep. Is deep. All right. I just set my sell limit at 14,260. So if I get picked up later in the session, then I'll get picked up. He said gold, look at it. It could go long. Probably. All I know is that we're in deep profits on this one. Well, I'm not. Hopefully you guys are still in this trade. So let me know in the chats. Let me know in the YouTube who is in this trade. My promise has been fulfilled. I promised you guys 800 pips. There's your 800 pips. The rest is extra credit. Welcome to the live trading streams hosted by ChartAddicts. I'm your host, Roy Dunya. I'm outside in sunny Miami, Florida, catching these motherfucking pips. Okay. We got about 14 points. 14 points on SPX, 172 points on Nasdaq. Ladies and gentlemen, insanity. And that's how it's done, Ant. And that's how it's done. Joseph says banger. Yeah. Yeah. John White, me his screen. Who is that sharing? Is that you? Oh, my boy Ant sharing his screen. Oh my God, this thing is bleeding. Yeah, I mean, bro. Ideally, I'd still be holding 78 pips on SPX. Yo, stop fucking playing with me, people. Can I get a Roy is the GOAT in the chat? It's like, nah. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around. Are we still connected on YouTube? What's up? Oh, YouTube is lagging hard right now. We're talking about Wyckoff in the chat. Boy, take the goddamn trade. Talking about Wyckoff. I was like, oh, bro. I'm trying to get back in this joint. All right, TP1 is hit, people. TP1 is hit. If you guys got that small account, get out this trade. If you already made profits and you're like, this is like extra credit, like let's say you woke up in profits on GJ or whatever, and this is extra credit for you, just hold it and break even. If this thing keeps running, you can make probably 1,200, 1,400 bucks off that move with a micro. Oh, my boy said, oh, Roy, you're scaling? Okay, bet. Let me show you how to really scale it. Marlon crushing it. Marlon crushing it. SPX in profit as well. Oh, yeah. If you made money, put it in the chat, people. I'm closing partials on the SPX and holding the rest. I'm letting SPX ride. Letting SPX ride. Yo, is nobody else on YouTube? Bro, am I the only one? Guys, if you're on YouTube, put something in the chat. Let me see if there's still folks watching on YouTube. If there's unable to connect the chat, please try back later. Am I still streaming? No, we should still be streaming. And we're running. I'm gonna go on YouTube or I'm gonna go on Instagram. And I know, guys, I'm on my marketing shit today. Like, please, I'm in Florida. It's only right. So if you guys have an Instagram, want to give us a quick shout out if you made money, it'd be greatly appreciated. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How many points is that? From 260 down to 177. It's about 900 pips, 90 points. Sheesh. Live on YouTube. I'm gonna put 9. You know what? I'm deciding the caption for Instagram, and I'm saying points or pips. I'm gonna say 900 pips because I know all these people are gonna come out of the woodwork talking about, bro, it's points, not pips. Got pips stands for points in percentages. The measure of the smallest unit in a foreign exchange market. It's a made concept. It doesn't exist. It's like a subunit, right? So points are the way that you count indices, but as a broker, they'll start charging you by the pip, right? They're not charging you. They're going to pay you out by the pip. If you have like 100 pips, they're going to pay you based on the pip. Every broker has a different lot size calculation, but the pips, the pips are the pips. Now we look at risk and reward. You guys know the drill. The R&R for this was 2.5 to 1. Those are the kinds of trades that you want. You call this work? So my boy Anthony says another day of work. People, if this feels like work, you're doing something wrong. You're leveraged. Nobody. If you guys can find me somebody catching points like this, pips like this on a regular basis, I'll send you a free Angry Armadillo NFT right now. Like, oh, Roy, there's one dude I saw on YouTube one time that said he catches these pips. We're actually catching these pips. Right? Trading for yourself is one thing, people. I want you guys to understand, trading for yourself is one thing. Putting yourself on the line in front of hundreds of people in the morning to put their money on the line, to give them an opportunity to make money, to find entry folks with small accounts, that shit is fucking hard. I'm just gonna let you guys know on a little secret. It's easy now because I'm the GOAT. But just to be complete honesty, like, if this trade was to go the other way, I'm sitting here on this stream, like twiddling my thumbs, staring at you guys like, this thing's in drawdown. Yep, well, I'm holding this. We're in drawdown. And you guys have been there. You know, sometimes we're in drawdown. I'll re-enter the trade. Like, there's opportunities here. I'm really glad to have you guys on here because I feel like by understanding my mindset, because I talk out loud on these streams, you guys are going to get a perspective on how to trade for yourselves. You go back to GJ and you're going to chase an entry. All of a sudden, you don't do it because you know better. You're going to wait for that retest instead. Andrea, like the blue, I recovered the signal today and break even. Good stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll be honest, guys. I did not end the day positive. That joint hit TP. I'm barely broke even. Am I going to find another trade for myself later? People. Chart addicts. You know what I'm saying? Not chart enthusiasts. Like, oh, it's all right. I'm decently happy about the charts. No. I'm addicted to the charts because where else are we making money this fast? Where else are we making money like this besides the NFT game? It'll come back to retest the consolidation. It'll probably come back to retest the 78 or the 88.6. So if you look left, where's the nearest area of structure for shorts? I see this wick right here. Kind of mid-range, right where the 78 is supposed to be. So this would be a great opportunity for a retest and drop. Sheesh! Y'all see this? Who held and who closed? Who held and who closed? And why is the YouTube chat not working? Hey, am I getting on YouTube real quick? Let me know if you can see the chat on your side. Okay, yeah, we're back. Okay, let me see. Roy, you trade as Powell is scheduled to speak? Yes, Powell's my guy. Me and him on speed dial. I'm telling him what to do right now. Sir, give me a $10,000 platform challenge. You're getting kicked off my stream, my boy. Remove. You would to report this individual? No, not worth my time. Tiago's in the YouTube talking about, okay, we just made the money. Now we go for those snipes. Take those profits and go invest in some projects, people. Sagar says I'm up 2% on the funded account on this NAS trade. First payout goes to joining the ChartAddicts membership. You the GOAT. Okay. Okay, y'all gassing me up right now. Oh yeah. You guys are if you guys are on Instagram, you want to give us a quick shout out on the story, boom, click, take a picture at ChartAddicts or repost to everybody. Good to see that you guys are making money. That's the key. How to get into your Discord, head over to chartaddictsfx.com. The link is going to be posted in the description of this video as soon as it's uploaded. So if you guys want to come back and watch the recording, all the links are here. Now, as a quick announcement, if you guys haven't already grabbed your tickets to the FX Summit 2022 conference in Miami, Florida, it's going to be the largest conference for traders. Myself and all the traders that I've learned from, all the people that I've taken notes from over the years, showing you guys how to do the same. The next Roy Dunya is going to come out of this FX Summit. I'm convinced. The next Roy Dunya is going to come by meeting one of these special guests and hearing some insight about timeline, about trading your analysis, about holding your trades, about leveraging and risking and taking capital and all this stuff. The next big traders will come out of this event. So if you haven't already, we have the Awanda team coming, the leadership team from TradingView coming to speak. Everybody that's relevant in this space is coming to speak and give you guys insight on how you can level up your game for crypto, forex, investments, and everything. So if you haven't already grabbed your tickets, they're selling out quick. fxsummit2022.com. To learn how to trade like me, to learn from me personally, to get one-on-one coaching from myself and the other qualified people on my team, head over to ChartAddictsFX.com. The link is going to be in the description of the video after this. Make sure you guys head over. You folks, it's great to see everybody again. My name is Roy, co-founder, CEO of ChartAddicts. I'm sure that you guys can find your way around making profits without me. You can navigate your way around making money without me. So I'm about to hop off the stream. I'm going to jump in this pool, get out, get a bunch of admin work done, go shoot the second half of this podcast, go meet up with Quillen. And if I end up meeting with Q Banks today, we'll go on IG Live for you guys and see if we can provide you guys some value. I'm in the trade. He said, you and my sir, I flew down here. I'm doing a bunch of work with contractors, vendors, and special guests for the FX Summit, making sure this thing is in tip-top condition for when we actually launch. So if you guys haven't already grabbed your tickets, make sure you guys do that. If you are in Miami, I'm scheduling a meetup for Chart Addicts tomorrow at some lounge somewhere. If you guys want to come grab a drink on me, stop by and let's make it happen. He says, Roy Jr., let's go. Who wants it? Right? Who wants that? Who wants it next? Day trader is saying Dimitri in all caps. Question, a comment, or a concern, my boy? People say adjectives and hats and expect me to fill in the rest of the blank for them. This is not Scrabble. Speak up, right? Say a full sentence. I'm gonna set my microphone down real quick. So I'm basically hanging out here. I'm gonna talk about the Ukraine thing for about 2 minutes. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna post this thing. I'm gonna talk about the Ukraine crisis, what to expect in the next few weeks, and then what I'm gonna do for the CA members, Chart Addicts. After Powell's done talking, I'm gonna go in here and actually listen in. I'm gonna give you guys a quick synopsis. That's a fancy word for. I'm gonna break it down for y'all. I'm gonna go in here, figure out exactly what the fuck he's talking about, and I'm gonna give it out to you guys in a very digestible way that everybody can understand. Are we going to war? Are we not going to war? Is the money good? Is inflation high? Are the markets gonna crash? Let me see if I can interpret some of these, like some of the words that he's saying, and get that out to you guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, we did that. We did that. Yes, ma'am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, move stops to break even on everything. I'm 22 points up on SPX at 220 pips, and I'm 1,000 pips up on NAS. 1,000 freaking pips, 100 points. All right. That's it. I'm going to talk about the Ukraine situation here in a second. If anybody here is in contact with Sean Lee, just let him know that I want to fight him for charity, right? For the kids. Do a celebrity boxing match if anybody here is in contact with Sean Lee. It's for the kids. Don't look at me crazy like that, bro. It's for the children. So the SPX trade actually just put me in profits for the day. And now I'm going to put this smile on my face. I'm going to start calling this Indy Roy 100 instead of NASDAQ. I'm changing my name to Roy 100. He says, I'm dead. Yeah. I mean, look, people, it's whatever. I'm just messing around with Sean, whatever. He thinks he's Jackie Chan. Let's see. A boy out there, doing his weirdo activities. It's for real, guys. Like, it's all jokes, all bants. It's all bants. So can the summit be live? So what we're trying to do is a link for international folks, so you guys can tune in. I just don't want to disrespect the people that just like went out of their way, scheduled off work, booked a flight, did everything, and then they came here, and then all of a sudden we offer a ticket for recording, and it's like, oh, I could just watch this from home. Why'd I show up? We want to make this event a real interactive thing because experiencing that environment is more important than just watching something on YouTube. And so I want to do the event justice because of how important it really is to this industry that we try to do this one in person so we can incentivize folks to like really come out to the next one. So you guys can see how lit it's going to be. Low budget hotel recommendations. So things around the airport are usually the cheapest. If you're actually going to want to stay in South Beach, that's going to be very expensive. So what you'll do is you'll actually stay somewhere in this region near the airport, and then you'll be able to just commute over 15, 20, 30 minutes max with traffic over to the convention center. Expedia has great deals for flights and hotels. And so if you guys don't want to book them separately, you can do is go to Expedia, hotels.com, the Hopper app, and one of these apps that has like a package deal, and you can find the flight and hotel for a fucking steal. Like this place was a steal. Day traders, big fan of Goldfather. I might be coming through from Jacksonville. Look, I got a love for Dimitri. I got to get in contact with him. I know we've been kind of standoffish. He's doing his own thing. He's busy. When I try to contact him, I'm busy. So it's, we're going to work it out. I have nothing against Dimitri. He's not one of those people that's, banned from the list like some other folks in the industry. He's definitely good to in the clear for the FX Summit. And I'm looking forward to having him on there for sure. He said, the fuck happened with Sean Lee? That shit made me laugh. I mean, Sean just talks a lot of crap. There's a lot of stuff. Like, it's a lot of stuff. We were supposed to have a podcast. He stood me up, left me waiting. Then he was talking. Then he got his operations manager to email us and saying they're not going to do the podcast. Yada da da da. Then I caught him like just talking shit about the FX Summit, saying like this, that, and the third. And then the same week he gets in trouble for the lawsuits for like frauding his people. So I really just feel like he keeps throwing like subliminal digs this way, and nobody's mentioning him in the conversation. So I figured I'd just go ahead and mention him for the first time and say, look, right, if you really want the attention that bad, we can do it in a ring for the kids, okay? All the money goes to charity. You guys can put a bet on it. When I says, do you think you can beat him? Brother, stop fucking playing with me, all right? I'm going to kick you off the stream. How about you and me fight for charity? Says do interviews with Sean Lee. No, I'd rather fight him for charity. Thank you. All right, I'm really just shooting the shit right now. Let me go through Ukraine, then we can kind of wrap this thing up. Ukraine crisis is coming to a place where I actually didn't think it would go. There's some folks. Yeah. All right. But yeah, the Ukraine crisis is getting to a place where I actually didn't expect Russia to not respond to the sanctions at all. Now, we haven't seen the economic effects of the sanctions, but this is something that's starting to worry me, which is in the previous world wars, what ended up happening was sanctions and economic action started being taken against a superpower. That superpower went and sided with the next biggest thing, i.e. China. And then because the major global superpowers didn't do anything about it, like China is going to take this as an opportunity to invade Taiwan, and we're going to be involved in something way bigger. We have no obligation to invade Ukraine. We have no obligation to help Ukraine. All the troops that we've sent out right now are strictly to help our nation, our allies around the Ukrainian satellite countries. With Taiwan, it's different. We're going to have to send troops to the South China Sea, and they're not going to, like, they don't care about anything. We're in their territory. They will take our ships out. And that is going to be a sign of aggression, and we're going to be enlisting troops. So I'm praying to God himself that Biden can stop being a senile, like just stop being senile and pick up the fucking phone and call Vladimir Putin and say, why the fuck are we still doing this? Here's the 6 things that's going to happen if you take one more step in this country. And if you do that shit, we're lighting your fucking country to the moon. If he does that, China's not going to do shit. Okay. And then we can avoid a war. We can avoid a catastrophe. And I think we can keep our global standing as a global superpower. If we let them have Ukraine, China's going to take Taiwan. We're going to lose our grand standing as the global superpower, and the world's dollar reserve status is going to be in jeopardy. Do you guys understand what those sequence of words mean? Right? It's a lot of words that you guys might not have heard back to back before. But I want to make sure you guys understand this concept of this. This is bigger than markets, people. Like making money is great. I don't really feel too good about shorting markets in times of war, but this is way bigger. This is global destabilization of, America's superpower status. Do you not mess with Daniel? He always left out of all the traders talk. You can answer that question for yourself. What do you think? Right? Use your observational, use your context clues. Yo, look at this Nasdaq, bro. No. Like look at this joint.
I was gonna short it again at 160.
That's 1,500. Same. I saw the retest. I was like, bro, I really want to jump back in.
I was gonna say something, but I don't know.
Shit. Bro, it's kind of bumming me that I close soon. Ivan says, read the room. Yo. All right, y'all. Yeah, I'm getting off. I'm just shooting this shit now. Hopefully you guys understand what I meant by all of the fundamental stuff. If you don't, get to the fucking books, people. Russia got nukes, though. Is there a reason why we can't just go in, show strength like we would with other nations? Like, look, brother, for real. Do you think Russia wants to go to nuclear war? No, like, be honest with yourself. We don't, because we fucking know better. But we're all the way over here. We're fucking straight. All our allies are over there that can fight this shit for us. Right? Going to war with them puts everybody in danger but us. America is the most strategically placed, is the most strategic country in the world. Okay, we have the most incredible natural borders, right? The Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. We have two extremely generous and two extremely friendly neighbors, Mexico and Canada. We have all the food, water, and energy that we'll ever need, and we have a defense system, and we run simulations against warfare more than everybody else in the world combined. You guys tell me if I'm concerned about any military action happening here. I'm from the Middle East. Okay, we know one fact: America fights its wars overseas, not here. So that's just the reality of the situation. Is that Russia is in way bigger trouble than we are, and our NATO allies over there are in way more of a responsible position than we are. Our trouble comes when we start beefing with China. All right, we're a short stone's throw away from the West Coast, So it's like that. It's like that. Are we trading NFP tomorrow? I don't know who this we situation is. Me and the gonna make a ton of money to ChartAddicts team. Am I gonna go on YouTube? Fuck you, thought this was. I do 1 week, once a week. I pray this doesn't happen, but I've been having dreams of the world ending before these things even started. That sounds like a personal thing. That sounds like you're an existentialist, you're a nihilist, and you have to rewire your mindset because that shit is the end of the world is not fucking coming. All right, kiss that shit goodbye. It's not going to be. This is not World War II, people. This is not what everybody thinks. Like everyone keeps thinking this is World War. This is World War I. All right. The difference is in World War I, son, are you being for real? The difference is World War I, there was a bunch of smaller nations that involved all the bigger countries in their problems, i.e. Ukraine. So World War I was more like Archduke Franz Ferdinand got assassinated. Next thing you know, everybody in the world went to go join with their allies. RIP. This is Ukraine. Ukraine's not even in NATO, and people are trying to get Ukraine in NATO last second to try to rope everybody in the world into a world war. So we have a choice to avoid it. The only reason Russia is still breathing is because of their oil and gas. Yeah. And I mean, same with America, right? Why do we have the global superpower? Why do we have the world's reserve currency? Because we have the petrodollar system. All oil in the world is transacted and settled in US dollars. You can't settle it in anything else. So I've never been a pessimistic person though, bro. I don't think it's about pessimism. Pessimism is more about a situational thing. It's more about nihilism. Like, do you feel like the world has a bigger purpose? Do you feel and understand the continuity of Earth? Do you feel like life itself is bigger than us? So like, even if like nukes did come, whatever, it's not the end of the world. And so it's more of like a perspective shift, right? More of like a cosmic humility of understanding where you are in the overall timeline. This is a blimp, right? We have a war in the next 10 years. It's a blimp in the overall timeline. That's a little bit higher level. Guys, we're in such deep profits that I don't even know what to do. This SPX is in break even. Oh my God. God is good. God is good. I do want to flex just a second because I know this is going to be on YouTube later. You guys see that entry price that I called earlier? No. Did you guys see this entry price that I called earlier? This 44.19? Hold up. If I draw a line at 44.19, how accurate is the price entry? The red line, that's the price entry. That's 44.19 right there. Do you guys see how accurate that entry is? Do you guys see how accurate that entry is, or am I just making this up? Oh, Roy, you just put that there this morning after the move left. Okay, hold on. So this hasn't been here since Sunday when I'm doing these calls? What price does that say, people? Somebody tell me what price that says on this Discord. 44.19.5? Yeah. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm the GOAT. Say, Roy, do you work for a bank? I used to. I actually just recently quit. I said, Roy, did you ever trade at the bank? No. To be honest, banks don't trade. That's another misconception. That's why I love Roy. Why isn't ICT on the lineup? That's another funny one. Someone's going to get me in trouble. Because you don't trade like the banks. Banks don't fucking trade. Banks print money. Banks lend, and the banks get money sent to them. That's how life works. Yeah, I'm going to have to demand some sort of compensation. I have to demand some sort of compensation from the market. Thank you for playing nice today. My God. All right. Tomorrow, we make the big bucks. Chart Addicts, great to see you guys. So many pips. So many pips. 1,600 pips. 160 points. Happy and safe trading, people. Y'all know the drill. I'm going to catch you guys later. Take it easy.